What's up, guys? This is Dark Duelist, and today I've got another deck profile for you guys. And today I've got Sylvan. I believe I said that right this time. I know a lot of times you guys give me grief because I don't pronounce that right. So I'm gonna try and go the entire video without saying Sylvan. I think that's how you say it, but I'm gonna just play it safe and just say it those two times. So let's get into it. First off, I'm playing 3 copies of Hermitry. Hermitry is an awesome card in this deck because when it's on the field, you can excavate 1 card from your deck to get your plant monster's effects off. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back in any order. It's kind of like an old card called Big Eye. Not a number 11 Big Eye, but Big Eye. Then you play 3 copies of Sage Sequoia, probably my favorite, card. But when it's sent to the graveyard, you can target one... Or when it's excavated and sent to the graveyard, you can target one Sylvan, almost said Sylvan, but Sylvan spell or trap card in your graveyard and add that target to your hand. Then I'm playing 1 Marsh Leaf. Marsh Leaf is an awesome card because when it's excavated, you can destroy 1 monster on the field. And when it's normal summon, you can pick between 1 or 2 cards and excavate them. But with these guys, you can only do 1. And this is a card that I don't understand why people don't play 3 of, and that is Mushroom. I love Mushroom because he's cute as hell, first off. And when you set him, he's a great first turn play. Because if you go first and you flip Mushroom, you can you excavate 5 cards off the top of your deck, and then you go nuts. Because your opponent's already attacked you, they're going to have a monster on board, at least. And your possibility of drawing into another Mushroom is just unlikely. So you don't need to MST them, and when he's excavated, you get to MST. So you're going to go into any of these other ones, and you just, go nuts from there. So I love Mushroom. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper, when he is normal summoned, you can excavate 1 card from your deck, but when he is excavated, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster that is a Sylvan from your deck, or your graveyard, to your field. So it's kind of like a Monster Reborn. I know I'm messing up. I'm just saying Sylvan all over the place. Then I'm playing 2 Princess Sprout. Princess Sprout's an amazing card because it helps you out with either your Synchro plays or your XZ plays, because when it's excavated, you can bring it back to your side of the field, and you can call a number between 1 and 8 and make it that level. So it lets you go into 7s, or 8s, or use the synchro material with another card to, get into a really big monster. Then I'm playing 1 Cherub Sprout. Cherub Sprout is just really interesting. You can, this card is special summoned, which it can be fairly easily, with, Miracle Fertilizer or something like that, or Lone Fire. You can pick either 1 or 2. I don't know why you'd waste, what's it called on it? Lone Fire on it. But hey, weirder things have happened. But when it's special summoned, you can pick either 1 or 2 and excavate them. And when it is excavated, you can special summon 1 level 1 monster from your graveyard. So, good card. Not my favorite one, but I just play 1. Then I'm playing double Rose Paladin because you can discard it to search, Hermitry or Sage Sequoia. So it just helps out to, clear out your deck a little bit and, not mill Hermitry, because you don't really want to mill Hermitry. You kind of want to special summon him. Then I'm playing 2 copies of Rose Lover. Rose Lover is actually an amazing card because when it's banished, or when it's in your graveyard, you can banish it, special summon 1 plant monster from your hand. And if you do, it is unaffected by your opponent's trap cards. So it's just a really good card. You can discard Rose Paladin, get Sage Sequoia or Hermitry, and then banish this from your grave, and it'll get milled. Trust me, it'll get milled. And then you can special summon on a big tree. Then I'm playing 1 Glow Up Bulb. Glow Up Bulb helps me with my synchro plays. That's pretty much all it is there for, and that's all it'll ever be used for, unless you tribute. Then I'm playing 1 Spore. It also helps me with my card. It helps me with synchro plays. You can banish a plant monster from your graveyard and then increase this card's level by the banished monster's level. So let's say you have a Sage Sequoia and this is in your graveyard, but this has to be in your graveyard when you do that. This is in your graveyard. You banish the Sage Sequoia. This comes back on the field as a level 8. You can overlay with a Hermitry that's already on board, and you go into a rank 8. So, great card. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Lonefire. You contribute it to special summon any plant monster from your deck. So, great card. And the reason I'm playing this is because of Lonefire. You can activate Soul Charge, pay 3,000. I mean, you can do as many as you want, but I usually just do 3,000 and, go for 3 Lonefires. If I draw a Lonefire in this in opening hand, I'll go for 3 Lonefires and make this and then go Lonefire 3 more times and then go into, what's his name? Double Hermitry and single Sage Sequoia and overlay for a 7 and an 8, Veilgrand plus Dracosac, and you're screwed at that point. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Miracle Fertilizer. I'm playing 3 copies of Miracle Fertilizer because it's pretty much a Monster Reborn, but you have to remember that you can't normal summon or set the turn that you activate Miracle Fertilizer, such as, let's say I special summon a Hermitry from Grave. I can't normal summon or set the turn that I do that. But they do stack, which is amazing, because you can just chunk monster after monster on the field, and you get 2 Hermitries in Grave, and you just keep stacking your rank 8s, or you get 2 Sage Sequoias in Grave, and you just keep stacking your 8s, or something like that. And that's why I love 3 of these. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Charity. Let me get some of these out of the way. I'm playing 3 copies of Charity because it is the draw power of the deck. If you only really want to activate this if you're sure that you're about to get one, Sylvan or Sylvan. But you activate this and you draw 3, and then if you have a Sylvan card in your hand, you reveal 1 and then put 2 cards back on top of your deck. So it's kind of breaks even, but you get to like reshuffle your hand, and it really helps. Then I'm playing, one of my tech cards is 3 copies of Mark of the Rose. It helps you with your OTKs. You steal a monster and you get to keep it on your turn, but you have to give it back to your opponent on their turn. And all the requirement is you banish a plant monster from the grave. So it helps you with your OTKs. Really, really does. It's a great card. I love it. Then I'm playing 1 Terraforming and 2 copies of Mount. It just helps me kind of pick out what I want to put on top and what I don't. It helps me excavate a lot. And then this is my tech card, and I really recommend it for anybody who's actually doing it. And again, I'm going to play that game, okay? I'm going to set them both face down, and you guys are going to comment, pause the video, comment down below, and tell me what it is, okay? I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2. Okay, here we go. It is Convulsion of Nature. I guarantee you none of you guys are going to get that. Convulsion of Nature. And if you do, give yourself a pat on the head for me. Convulsion of Nature literally makes you flip your deck upside down so you can see exactly what you're about to excavate before you excavate it. And it's an awesome card. It's trolly, and it lets you see what your opponent's about to draw so you can prepare for what they're about to do. So that's why I'm playing it at 2. I've even considered bumping it up to 3. If you haven't tried it, at least try it because it's fun. I mean, this card broke Why Go Pro at one point. Okay, I was playing and I played this and it glitched and it just broke the game. But I'm playing 2 of these. I love this card. And that's all for the main deck. Let's get into the extra deck. I'm playing 1 copy of Star Eater because it is a big boss monster and I can make it with Spore or, I just can make it with Spore actually. I'm playing 1 Leo, Keeper of the Sacred Tree because it's pretty easy to make with, again, Spore. 1 Trishula because I can make it fairly easily in the deck. I can make it with Spore or I can make it with Glow Up Bulb. Again, fairly easily. 1 or 2 level 1s, which is a Spore or Glow Up Bulb with Sage Sequoia equals 9, so it's pretty easy. Then for level 8s, I'm playing a Scrap Dragon because sometimes I will actually pop my own stuff and want to get something off board with this deck. 1 Crimson Blader just in case I'm going up against something that's synchro heavy and I can make it. 1 Stardust. Stardust is fun as hell to make in this deck because it lets you protect your Convulsion of Nature. 1 Black Rose. Black Rose, a lot of people forget about its second effect. You can remove from play 1 plant and then target a monster on your opponent's side of the field and change its attack points to 0. So if you banish a plant and your opponent has something big on board, you send it down to 0, you swing in for 2,400, and it helps with OTKs. Then for my rank 8s, I'm playing 1 copy of number 107 Galaxy Eyes Techion Dragon. It negates all card effects when it enters the battle phase, so vanities say bye-bye. But I guess I wouldn't get this out if I had vanities, but hey, I caught myself. Then one Heliopolis, because I need to blow up board sometimes. 2 Felgrand, because it's probably the best rank 8 in the entire game. 1 High Protector, because it helps me kind of win, and it's got a big defense just in case. 1 High Arbiter, because it is amazing as hell in this deck. And then for my last 2, that is a Big Eye and a Draco Zac. And anyways, guys, this is Dark Arm Duelist, and I'm not even going to try and fix the deck, so I'm just going to put Arbiter right there. And this is Dark Arm Duelist. Don't forget to check in the comments or the see what other people said. See what other people said and compare it to what you said about the tech card. But anyways, guys, this is Dark Arm Duelist. Don't forget to check in the description. And for the Yu-Gi-Oh page, it is an awesome page that helps me out a lot with my channel. I really appreciate if you guys would go check them out. They give me a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh news. And I'm out.